And we're back.
And we are back for Game 3 of Devin Balthus versus Jim Dudek. We saw Jim earlier. This is a Game 3 matchup between 4-color Renendelver versus the Eldrazi Menace.
Renendelver?
That's going Renendelver.
Did you just coin that right now?
I might have just coined that right now. Well, because the rug version's Ruggendelver, and this is just not even rug. You know, because I'm not going to call it.
It's called Rugdelver.
I'm not going to call it Bergendelver.
It's 4-color Delver.
It's 4-color Delver. I'm calling it Ruggendelver.
Ruggendelver.
No, Renendelver.
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 Renendelver having a good time.
Versus the Eldrazi Menace. Just like the last game, this is probably to draw in, depending on pairings. So these two guys are duking it out for a top 8 spot. We're getting right into the action.
Game 3, so what is the sideboards?
Game 3 sideboards. I think this is going to be another one where the main decks are kind of what they are. Devin's deck is very vulnerable to Wasteland recursion if he's allowed to establish mana and play his cards, and he's on the draw, which is huge. He will just run over this 4-color Delver deck. Drawing Chalice of the Void is going to be enormous. And then, depending on how he's sideboarded in, Ratchet Bomb is great against all the little 1 and 2 costing cards. Sorcerer's Spyglass is great at shutting off Wastelands, of which we have none of this. Thorn of Amethyst shuts off all the cantripping. And here is the Reality Smasher.
That's big. What turn is this? Turn 2?
This is turn 2,
okay,
and
there's
a Reality Smasher on the
5,
board.
Right? Turn 2.
Devin Balthus smashing
in.
I don't want to say that
Jim
might be over, but
bad spot already.
Jim
turn
is
2, and Jim is in a bad spot.
This match might have taken longer for us to set up than.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Look at this. This is just a showcasing powerful Magic cards.
This is a showcasing of what happens when realities get smashed. And the judges are over by the feature match table, so they did deal with
all issues pertaining
to Magic the Gathering.
So what's that you just played? Oh, is that a Tarmogoyf?
That is a Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf, not bigger than a
endless 1 for 6.
An endless 1 for 6. Devin reaching for the dice.
Too late on that Wasteland right there.
Tarmogoyf, brainstorm into the Tarmogoyf.
Oh, sorry, we got a brainstorm. I mean, man, this is a tough life to be in.
I mean,
right
Devin's
now.
hard decisions now are all about, is he gonna shave his goatee after this top 8 appearance?
No, once you get the look, you gotta keep.
You gotta keep the look.
You gotta keep the look.
He's going
repping the
ASU shirt. Jim is looking at the cards in his hand, flexing them back and forth, wishing Tarmogoyf was about.
Yay bigger.
Yeah. Devin just continuing to do.
Thought-Knot Seer right there. He's gonna throw out a bolt on something, right?
On what?
I don't know.
On himself? On his own Tarmogoyf?
Man, these guys are just huge. It's like he's just played fucking Tarmogoyf after Tarmogoyf after Tarmogoyf.
He just played a turn 2 5/5, a turn 3 6/6, and then the Thought-Knot Seer as the smallest.
This is game 3, so
gets the Abrupt Decay.
That's good. That's a good start.
It's a way to start. Tarmogoyf gets bigger, I believe.
Because there's a creature in graveyard now? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a creature in graveyard. No, there's been a creature in graveyard.
Oh, yeah. It does not.
Yeah, it's land.
Land sorcery creature. Or sorry, land instant creature. Well,
guys.
Where do we see?
What's the correct take? It takes the lightning bolt? Yeah, there's a lightning bolt.
Yeah, definitely a lightning bolt.
There is the lightning bolt.
I don't think there was an incorrect pick because, I think he's got such a dominant board state. But
Reality Smasher is really big Magic card. There's an endless 1 for 4. Let's keep on endless oneing. Not gonna say that I'm disappointed that this is how this match turned out, but I wish we were able to give you guys a
No, this is good.
A better backup match.
What's wrong with somebody getting their face smashed? Okay, the Tarmogoyf is now at 4.
Okay, the Tarmogoyf's at 4.
Right?
Okay, can it block?
Stops 2 of them. But He's at 3.
He's at 3. That's where we're at here.
And Bolt kills none of them.
And the bolt was taken out of his hand.
And
Ensnaring Bridge?
Jim in a bad spot.
Ensnaring Bridge would be big right now.
He's in a bad spot. I mean, I've seen him be in better spots.
Here's the brainstorm. He's looking for it. What is he looking for? I don't know what he's looking for. That's the game. Walking Ballista at the end. Reality Smashers were had. No counter spells. And Devin Balthus should be able to draw into the top 8. Jim Dudek possibly eliminated. Let's see what happens.
Just like that,
in
it's
one
over.
In one turn of the Reality Smasher.
Yeah, I mean that was such a brutal opening.
Everybody forgets.
Nobody could have dealt with that. That was insane.
So strangely enough, that was also a turn 3 kill.
Did he win on turn 3?
No, he would have won on because if he mimicked on turn 1,
if
he would have swung for 10 on turn 2.
Jim just did everything.
And then he would have swung for 11 on turn 3. Like that.
Nothing Jim could have done. Yeah, that was rough beats, and that's the strength of Eldrazi right there.
Eldrazi when it gets what it wants. Those Reality Smasher hands are.
Oh, we're at Amazing Discoveries in Gilbert. We run tournaments all throughout the valley. Our next tournament will be in Tucson.
What is it? It's AZ Eternal Magic?
Amazing Discoveries Tucson? I don't know. Isn't that where it is?
Oh, I lost it.
AZ Eternal.
I can't type sideways. You double spelled it, yeah. Yeah, you guys can follow us at Arizona Eternal. I think it's just AZ Eternal Magic, right?
We have both.
There it is. We have both. There's a lot. We run tournaments across the state. This is part of our six city legacy series that's leading up to what could potentially be a 2K with the top 16 legacy players from around the valley.
Top 16?
The prize support is.
Those must be some pretty cool people.
The prize support
who are those people right now?
The prize support is already over $1,000 for our last tournament. And to get into that, it's actually a point system across the entire league for placements, top 8s, and playing and stuff like that. There is. And with automatic berths to the winners. In between the city championships, we also hold little grinders for first round buys.
First round buy and points.
First round buy and points. So there is still plenty of time for anyone to join us. We had 57 players today at the Gilbert City Championships, and then this top 8 will be up on the MTG top 8 by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, easily. So what's this all for? What do we win?
Cold hard
credit.
Credit
to a store that has literally every card.
Credit to the store that has
every
literally any card we want. Obviously the big.
How much though? I think we're easily over.
This is today is actually a 1K as well.
Yeah, today is over
57 players
total.
Over $1,000 for the top 8. Unfortunately, the way things work, in credit. I believe the last remaining ones is in Tucson, and there's one more, right?
I think there's just Tucson. I don't know. So again, at the website Arizona Eternal Magic or azeternalmagic.com, full info about the series all listed out there. If you're in Arizona, you can join. If you're part of the Arizona Eternal Magic Facebook group, you can see where they're posted, as well as we'll post them on Arizona Legacy Facebook group. Everything is there.
So left, we have August 25th. We have a preliminary trial at Snapcasters Gaming and Espresso. In September, it is the Tucson City Championships at ST Games and Comics. In addition to that, I do know there is a potential 1K on August 2nd at Amazing Discoveries Gilbert that is unrelated to the Magic series.
Yeah. This store is also running a series where they're doing 100% payout for a high stakes event of $25 per entry.
Yes.
All of the prize pool goes, or all of the entry goes into the prize pool as credit towards the store. Again, Amazing Discoveries Gilbert. You can check out their website right now. They have everything in stock, and they have as many as you need.
And for any aspiring Legacyers, they've also been doing Friday night double ups.
Yep, the double ups are good. You know, you come out, $10 entry instead of $5 for your normal F&M. $10 entry, get full credit payout. 100% of what goes in comes out, and you can just start getting a little bit to get whatever cards you need. Build your collection, get foils. It is a
And we've
premium store.
regularly had into the upper 20s for our Friday night F&Ms.
20, 25.
I say it was 27 yesterday, right?
27s.
Yesterday. It was 27 yesterday. We haven't cracked the 30 mark, but
That's coming soon.
27 is a
We're
big
getting
deal.
more
And
people
once
coming
again,
out, more people wanting to play Legacy. The best format you can see in the game, right here.
I don't
Legacy.
know. Have you played Pauper?
Legacy.
Have you played Pauper?
This isn't a Pauper stream. This is a Legacy.
What about
stream.
Commander?
Oh yeah, Legacy. That's what we're talking about here.
Okay, I'm gonna go see where everybody is.
Okay, yeah, well,
Dan, man the computer.
okay. I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll bring a match if we can find one. If not, then we will meet you all for round 6, which we will find our winning in players to be able to have a high stakes match for the tournament. Thank you all for sitting with us, and we enjoy your viewership.
Here, we're gonna interview Jim. We're gonna interview Jim Dudek.
We're gonna
Are we still here?
interview Jim Dudek.
We have an interview for our 51 viewers with our.
He made it.
He's right here.
Is he
Jim
locked?
Dudek? Jim
locked?
Dudek was just.
I did just lose.
He just lost.
You're not
He's sitting at X2.
He's at
It's gonna be close. Jim, how's your
He
day
can
been?
make it.
It's been pretty good. Losing to Eldrazi on the draw game 3 kind of sucked, but we'll make do.
We did see the unfortunate.
You got
what happens when
stomped.
reality
You got
smasher.
fucking- like,
I'm not gonna deny that.
I believe he got smashed was the correct
yeah,
term.
yeah. You got your reality was.
Yeah. I think I was in that game until he cast that Thought-Knot Seer at the end. Because if he didn't,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, the thought
I felt like you were behind as soon as he went turn.
Turn two,
reality
yeah, no,
smasher.
for sure. But like,
That's when I was like, I think Jim's
but,
in a bad time.
right? But like, if
it was savable up to that point.
right, like I could potentially get my Goif up to a 5/6, be able to block Reality Smasher, and then I have Abrupt Decays for a smaller Eldrazi.
Yes.
Right.
So, but then the thought, and then like, if worse came to worse, I had a bolt to go like basically 3-for-1 myself to kill the
Yes.
Reality
Right.
Smasher.
Right.
You really needed Devin to stumble in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
And he was
Yes,
not.
and
He,
he
was,
did
he
not.
was on full steam high roll.
So you were on the new, I guess it was the Legacy Challenge 4-color Ren and 6 Delver list.
Yes.
How has that felt today?
It has felt great. As far as myself goes, I like to play like good mid-range Magic, and I also happen to like Delver Secrets, so like it just seemed like my jam. And ever since I picked it up on Tuesday, I've been able to borrow a UC and a Badlands for every Legacy event I went into. The deck's just been everything I've wanted. So
How is it when you don't get Ren and 6?
I
I feel like it's really strong when you get Ren and 6. But
Right.
when you don't, it's tough.
It is a little bit tougher, but as long as I'm able to get Trop into Badlands, then I can cast any spell, any 1 or 2 mana spell I can get, because I can cast Abrupt Decay off of that. I can cast Goif Delver, Bolt. If I draw Ren and 6, I can cast it. So
Yeah, we were watching your match earlier in the day when you were playing against Blue Red Delver.
Right.
And we were saying the only way the Blue Red Delver could really win in that matchup is that they keep you lower to the ground. As soon as you're hitting 2 and 3 mana, your 2-drops are so powerful.
yeah, they're just so much more powerful.
Which is such an interesting state of the format where your late game takeover is at 2 lands.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. As soon as that happens, you're able to get your Wasteland low.
Right.
You're able to get Tarmogoyf down, which is just it's such a house against Blue Red Delver decks.
Exactly.
So do you think that it's more favored in the Delver matchups, or do you think it's more favored in the large field, or do you think it's just all around better than Blue Red Delver?
I think
The other Delver list that is popular.
right. I think it's probably just all around better against the field. In the heads up, it can be scary because like you just lose the Blood Moon.
Right.
Jeremy told me after our match that he had like 1 main board Blood Moon. I was like, well, good thing we were just like going to discard for 7 turns in a row because it
Yeah.
didn't matter.
Yeah.
And then like game 2 when he did cast the Blood Moon, I was lucky to have Abrupt Decay mana up for it anyways. So you do have to be wary that like you'll just lose to Blood Moon or any any similar types of effects at time. Magus of the Moon's not so bad because you play 4 bolts.
Okay.
But
So we were just talking about the East Valley legacy scene. We've had 20 consistently in the up, 25 to 30 people here on our FNMs. How's West Side looking? How's connected gaming scene?
Connected gaming seems pretty great.
Great shop.
Yeah,
That is such a fun shop.
VP is the best. I'm even wearing a connected gaming shirt right now. You guys can't see it at the moment, but
They shouted out earlier.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, VP's just all around a great person. I love his shop.
And they are doing Tuesdays and Fridays now?
Yeah, so every Tuesday.
Every
and then-
Tuesday, right?
And then the first 2 Fridays of every month is going to be Legacy.
Every
FNM.
Tuesday, first 2 Friday FNMs. Awesome. How many people did they have show up last night?
We had 13, I think. I think we had 13.
That's
That's
respectable.
pretty good.
It's pretty good considering,
That's pretty
like-
good considering that there was also one happening here.
Right, yeah. There was one here at ADG, and then, like, there's just not nearly as many legacy players on the west side. So
For now.
For now, yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, that's 40-odd players
Right.
playing Legacy across the state.
Yeah.
I mean, just at the 2
Just for
stores.
an
Yeah.
FNM.
Right.
Just for silly little FNMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, people wanted to get their practice in for today, and people were just like, getting that in, and we've seen
Exactly.
a lot of new legacy players showing up, and I think it's good. The
Yeah.
community's growing. It's the best format of Magic. The only way that you should play Magic.
Exactly.
And popular topic that we've always done. Today, the meta actually appeared to kind of exist. There was a lot of Delver
Yeah,
players.
right.
There was
Yeah.
Delver players.
Miracles.
There was Combo. There was a couple Miracles
We
players.
saw
Right.
Sneak and Show. We saw Storm. We saw Miracles.
Yeah.
We saw Blue White. Stonemaid. That's a little bit fallen out of favor. I still
Yeah.
think that is a solid legacy deck.
I
when you think about
think it's a
Legacy.
solid deck. I've played it a couple times before. Actually, I think the first City Chance at Pod, I got a feature match on playing that deck.
So what do you feel about the shifting meta that we have so many Delver decks today? What will you do to
where did that come
combat the
from?
meta going forward?
So that's kind of why I like this this 4-color Delver deck, is that, like, it's able to still go low to the ground against your combo attacks, but it goes over the top of all the other Delver decks. So you're able to play a long game against them just so much better, and then you're able
Abrupt
to
Decay and Tarmogoyf are so good.
right.
That's the name of the game for them.
Yeah, and like, even against your control matchups, you might not win game 1, but you have ways to win through, like, True Name and stuff. And then, like, because I played against Brad Young today, round 2, and
What was he on?
he was on Bug Control.
Okay.
I lost game 1 by like one life point, but that's whatever. Game 2, I played a Sylvan Library, drew like 4 cards off of it, and just buried him card advantage with that. Game 3, I played 2 random 6s, and between the 2 of them, I drew like 9 cards off of them.
That seems pretty
So, like,
good.
you're just able to just outgrind like a lot of control decks just because of these powerful options you have having 4 colors.
So what do you not want to face? What's the
Specifically,
what's the
Blood
type?
Moon.
So
if
like,
I can,
what, mono red Stompy?
yeah. So like mono red Stompy, if they go turn 1 Blood Moon and I just like don't have a forcer, or if I'm gonna play Daze, then like
The game is in fact over.
yeah, the game is in fact over. I literally cannot play a spell except for Lightning Bolt.
Right.
Other than that, like, you have to be like somewhat wary of Blood Moon out of the sideboard or Blue Red Delver, but like I expected 0 mono red Stompies here today.
Right.
Uh,
I
Nailed
think
it.
if Miracle starts playing Blood Moon again, that it'll be a tough matchup.
Well, Miracle's
It could-
just playing back to basics, which is
Right.
situationally.
yeah.
Same thing.
Right, but I at least have answers to that
Yes.
because I can still fetch for lands and then cast Abrupt Decay.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
so that's not quite so bad.
So if they do, as the meta shifting, if we look at today, we have very heavily Delver, and the other decks that done well prey on Delver.
Right.
Depths,
Yep.
Death Daxes, etc.
Yep.
So if we're going more towards a Delver meta, what do we do to combat that
Honestly,
as a Delver deck?
you just have to like try to find a way to go like bigger. I lost a Tony not close in round 4.
Tony Murata.
Tony Murata, yes.
Tony
Cla-
the Murata.
Yeah, our classic Cloud Nose player.
Yeah.
He-
We had him on stream.
I played
and
him,
he
I played him last night.
he
It
was-
wasn't fun.
Yeah.
He just like he turns you into butter and spreads you on his toast.
Right, yeah. Game 1, I had Ren plus Wasteland Lock on him on turn 3.
Yes.
And thank you. And but eventually it got to the point where, because I didn't have a clock,
Yeah.
eventually he just like had like 4 lands in play, crop rotated for Dark Depths, and I died.
Yeah, we saw him under the Ren Wasteland lock.
If you don't have the clock, he has too many cards that nullify Wasteland for a turn
Exactly.
and lands that jump him ahead one.
Yeah, jump
Right.
him ahead, and then can also Bajuka Bog. Like, we saw him navigate around a Ren and 6 lock that I think
And
will
3 Wastelands.
that will.
He
If anybody
bogged
wants
my
to know
Wastelands.
how to play that deck
Yeah.
around in this meta, they have to watch those games.
Right, yeah. No, I agree. So yeah, so like if you're really good with Cloud Post, I could actually recommend that deck against what I'm playing. Otherwise, just like I haven't played against any Death and Taxes yet, so I don't know how Wasteland Plus ports.
We saw Death and Taxes take out Blue-Red Delver.
Sure, yeah, no, I can understand
But
that.
he has
Take
the
him
he has
out.
the abrupt decays. He has a lot more removal.
Ren and
Right.
6.
He has a lot bigger
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
if I'm on the
that'll be
play,
interesting.
Yeah, if I'm on the play, as long as I keep Aether Vial, then like if I go turn 2 Ren and 6, they probably just can't win the game.
Yes.
But-
Turn 2 Ren and
it's tough,
6 is
yeah.
good.
But
Unless you go turn 2 Ren and 6 and they go Sanctum Prelate.
Sanctum Prelate on like, but like, what do they put it on? 1 or 2? Like probably
One.
1 because it takes care of cantrip, Thoughtseize plus Bolt. But then I
Yeah.
still have Abrupt Decay as like an answer.
Oh, sure.
He has actual answers. The blue red Delver deck is cold too.
Yeah, I think that while the mana base is
It's
is-
iffy. I'm
is
not going to
iffy,
deny that.
is iffy. The card selection is way more rounded.
Well, there is also the part where you just go fetch land, crack, Ren and 6,
Get back a fetch land, and you're just already ahead.
and
at that point.
you're fine, like
Yeah.
because that turns off so much of what they're
right,
doing.
right, and that's what really lets you play that.
Yeah.
four color.
So, I mean, I can see the four color Lum deck having a ton of options to death or the 4-color death Delver.
Four color death next.
That-
Let's
Ooh,
go.
boy.
The 4-color Delver deck having answers to Death and Taxes, and also in the board, I do know that you guys are showing a little more respect with the Plague Engineers.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it was a good
Plague
card.
Engineer on human probably does quite a lot of work.
Yeah.
Human Merfolk, right?
Yep,
Those are probably
human-
the biggest targets.
Yeah, Human Merfolk. Actually, against the both times I cast Plague Engineer against Blue Red Delver round 1, I just named Wizard both times.
Wizard.
Because
Yeah.
it hits Delver if he ever casts it, and then it hit the Arcanist that was already in play.
Nice. Yeah. That card is a whammy.
Yeah, so
Okay, before we get ready for the next round, do you have anything else to say?
I just gotta hope for tiebreakers because my only losses are undefeated in next one. So
So you would be the Dream Crusher.
yes,
Or you're taking 9th place.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm either Dream Crushing taking 9th place or probably taking like 16th or 17th.
Okay.
Or, all right.
Well,
Well,
we-
say hi
we-
to your mom or anything?
She's probably not watching.
we wish you the
All right.
best of luck and
Appreciate it.
good games today.
Thank you.
Yep. Good
What do we have? We're done.
luck. All right. We'll
Let's go
be
through
right back. Thanks, everybody.
Everybody else is.